Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Anna. Welcome in another flower making tutorial. I have a very simple flower tutorial for you when we will be creating those wavy, cute flowers. They are very simple to make. You know I like to keep things simple, so let's dive into it. I will be working with Lady E Design die, flower 9, and this is the die I will be using for my flower making. For each flower, you will need 3 layers of foamiran. And to add a color to my flowers, I will be using distress crayons. So I have my foamiran already cut out. I'm folding my foamiran in few layers and running through my big shot. So now I will be just adding pigment into my flowers. So I'm taking a bit of a pigment into my kitchen sponge and just smooshing gently at the end of the petals, like so. Repeating the same process on each of the petal, and then I'm gonna turn my layer and repeat the same process at the bottom part as well, like so. Now you can work with the cosmetic sponges, you can work with blending tool, whatever works for you, whatever you have on hand, you can grab it and use it. I'm repeating the same process on each layer, like so. So just gently smooshing the pigment at the end of the petals, like so, and then turning over and adding the pigment at the bottom layer as well, like so. Now you can add color to your flowers using archival ink. This is my favorite one to work with. You can add distress inks as well. You can work with oil pastels, you can work with gelatos, whatever works for you, you can grab and use and enjoy the process of flower making. You don't have to use the same tools what I'm using. This is just a guideline, this is just an idea what I've used for those flower making. Okay, now the next step what I will be doing, I will be adding a bit of a green distress crayon into the center, just to have a bit of an interest, just to have a bit of a center highlighted a little bit more, so it's just not plain, it will look more natural maybe. So you know, the imagination is yours to take away and apply the color whichever way works for you. So my layers are pretty ready to be shaped. So I'm bringing the iron. My iron is just ordinary iron, steam is off, and the temperature is slightly above 2 dots. Now you have to test your iron because the temperature might be more than on my iron, and then your foamiran will curl a little bit quicker. It might get overheated. So if you just start with 2 dots and if you notice it's not warming up the way as it should, then you can slightly increase the temperature and work it that way. So what I'm doing, I'm just placing each layer on the iron for a couple of seconds until it starts curling up. Then I'm grabbing all the petals together and just gently twisting the ends of the petals just to create the creases on them. That will add a little bit of a nice wavy look to them. Then I'm unfolding the layers and gently stretching the petals in my fingers and then placing on the embossing mat, and with large embossing tool I'm just pressing each petal down. That way my petals will have this nice bumpy wavy look, and then I'm turning the layer to the top way and then pressing in the center just to lift my petals up. So I'm repeating the same process on all 3 layers, so just placing on the iron for a couple of seconds, taking all the petals together, twisting the ends of the petals gently just to create the creases, unfolding, and then stretching gently each petal in the fingers and then shaping on the embossing mat. Now if you don't have an embossing mat, you can also work with a kitchen sponge. The effect might not be the same exactly as on embossing mat, but you still will be able to create this wavy, this bumpy look onto your petals. Okay. are ready. Now I will add stamens to my flowers. So I've chose this yellow and green stamens. You can find plenty of stamens from 14 Craft Bar, as well foamiran. You can also purchase dyes from 14 Craft Bar, and this is recommendable for US friends if you want to do any shopping and start your flower making journey. Now, if you're based in UK or in Europe, you might benefit from purchasing foamiran and dyes from Lady E Design Dye shop from eBay. It's entirely up to you, whatever you prefer. I'm just giving you the places where you can find those tools to make your flowers. So I'm taking the stamens, folding them into half, attaching on the wire, and then pulling through my first layer, adding a little bit of a glue to seal the stamens into the foamiran into my first layer, and we have this effect so far. There we go. So now I'm coming with a second layer, so I'm just pushing through like so. Position my petals so they're not overlapping. That way my flower will have this nice roundy look, will look nice and full. And then I'm sealing the layers by adding a bit of a glue between the layers. And as you can see, the way what I'm doing, I'm just pushing from the bottom so all the layers get lifted up and my flower will have this nice dimensional look. So I'm just repeating the same process on those two layers, like I've said earlier. Now I will cut the excess of the stamens like so, just without overthinking, and I will position my third layer, and then I will add a bit of a hot glue just to seal the layers together. And my flower is almost ready. If you want to leave it like this, then by all means you can. If you want to add a bit of a bling bling, because I do like the bling bling, and I will add a bling bling to my flowers, I will add a bit of a glue in the center, and then I will sprinkle glitter in the center where the glue is. I'm using Nova glue. When this glue dries, it's clear, so it's not leaving any yellow stains. It's really, really good and handy glue to have. And I have this very fine little glitter from the works. Whatever glitter you have, if you want to have a little bit thicker glitter, then by all means it is your choice. I like this little fine glitter. So my flower is ready. I hope you like the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the process and you will be able to create some flowers like so. You can also create the flowers, those little ones, just using one layer of foamiran, and the process of shaping is exactly the same. So I was working with Lady E Design Dye Flower 9. So that's everything, my beautiful friends. Till the next time, I'll talk to you super soon. Bye for now.